Hello, so an interesting new gas mask to show you today. It's this thing in this beaten up box. It was brand new when I ordered it, and you'll see in a moment the mask is still brand new, but unfortunately, I guess due to China Post and Royal Mail, the box is beaten up. So I'll throw this box away, but that's what the mask looks like. And it says Puda, P-U-D-A, full face mask series, advanced brand new design, ultra great, ultra whip field of view. Now annoyingly, I don't think it has a model number, otherwise I would tell you what that was, but no, it's just full face mask series, ultra great new design. So very typical Chinese kind of advertising. It also came with an instruction manual, but all of this is in Chinese, so as you can see, that's not really of any use to me. I'll keep this because I don't like throwing away manuals like that. Anyway, here is the mask, and I've actually got a bag this time where it's printed the right way around. So whatever that LA thing is, I see that on all the Chinese gas masks and filters, so I assume that's either some quality control symbol or it's a certain brand. So yeah, obviously it says on there Puda advanced brand new design, blah 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 blah, but it doesn't give us a model number. Now, the observant people among you may realise that this looks a lot like a Soviet GP9 or the PPM-88, it just doesn't have the XL valve, whatever it is on the side, this one has it underneath. So I'm assuming this doesn't have a voice diaphragm, but it has got a 40mm filter port with a fairly big washer, which is nice, and what's going to be an XL valve there with maybe a very primitive voice diaphragm built into it. Now, does this come off easily? No. I don't want to obviously break anything on this before I get to using it. Now, I'm hoping that the filter port does actually have a washer in there, because it kind of looks like it doesn't, which makes me think this is going to be like my Sieb Gorman mask that's actually designed to be used with sort of air pump systems, but I suppose that depends on how much the XL valve force needs to move, because I did see you could buy this bundled of filters, but then that added like another £10 to the cost of it, and Chinese filters from my experience have never been great, so you know, that seems like a waste of money. So let's peel this off so we can see the brand new mask. Wow, look at that, a shiny, brand new, totally new mask for me. That's weird, isn't it? I normally buy horrible second-hand things. So, very big adjustable straps. I think this was a size medium. Now, I think it's got slightly squashed where the chin port is in postage. I think it's meant to sit more like that, actually. But as I said, that's because the box has been squashed. So anyway, let's get it on, and then I'll find a filter for it. So I'll put the chin in first. Yeah. Okay, so while pushing this into my face, I'll do the straps up. Now these two. Immediately I want to cut my hair again doing straps like this up, and there's a top strap we can do up a little bit. Okay, so this is actually fairly comfortable. The inside is quite soft, it's almost like a silicone. Field of view is quite impressive as well, actually. Out of all the panoramic masks I have, I think I can see the best out of this one, because if you notice looking at this angle, you'll see that this the oral nasal cup is cut in such a way you can actually look down, unlike a lot of panoramic masks where it basically just totally letterboxes your view anyway. So I can see up fairly well, I can see sideways. Again, like all panoramic lenses, the closer you get to the curves in the corner, the more your vision distorts. The only thing I don't like is every time I try and do something with the bottom it sort of folds in on itself, but again, I think that's because it's been in storage too long. So this is one of those masks where if I put it on a mannequin head for a while, it might get its better, you know, form of shape back. Anyway, so let me grab a filter for this, and then we will test it with banana oil and see if it works. As I said, the only thing I dislike is how squidgy that chin section is. Okay, now there's another problem. Now the filter's on there, it's adding more weight to the soft chin section, which is pulling it down on its own, but it's definitely pressurising. I'm just wondering, can I adjust the straps a bit more somehow to stop that happening? I don't know if the top strap... Oh, that's come off. I hope I've not broken that. Let me have a closer look. Okay, problem sort of solved. It turns out this strap has a really crap buckle system. So if you tighten it too much with the mask on, the strap flies off, or the buckle flies off. If you loosen it too much with the mask on, the buckle flies off. So yeah, all in all the other straps have the kind of quick adjustment things which make them more sturdy. This one doesn't. So it's held in by the strap being in certain positions. So find out what your sort of how tight you want that strap, then don't touch it when you've got the mask on, would be my advice. Because hopefully, as you can see here, when I tighten it, it's likely to pull this off the mechanism, so I won't touch that again now the mask's on. So yeah, this mask seems like, oh, there it goes again. Yeah, I think we've discovered a quality control problem here, China, with your mask designs, and that is, as much as this seems like a nice mask, you can't go about having a mask where the top strap randomly disconnects because it's not got a proper mechanism to hold it on. Now, I reckon I could actually personally rig this mask up to work fine. That's besides the point. If you're using a respirator to stay alive in some sort of scenario, having some mechanism like this, which is going to somehow just randomly keep releasing the top strap, is not good. Okay, so I'm immediately getting the feeling this mask would work better if there was a hose attached to it, because the weight of the filter does keep really pulling it down. This strap, as said, is really dodgy. It's basically a strap that, if all the stars are aligned and everything works fine, and it will be fine. Otherwise, if too much pressure goes onto that strap from a certain angle, whoops. So, the mask feels like it should be comfortable. Maybe it's not exactly the right size for my face, and maybe, as said, I've got the issue where it's been sort of squashed in storage, parts of it you know, are not quite in the shape they should be. But to look at the mask from the side, and as I said, it will keep drooping unless I put my hand there, so let me just support it with my hand. That's what the mask looks like. As said, the panoramic lens is good. You've got very good field of view, only a bit of distortion at the far side, so probably the best panoramic lens I've seen on a mask so far. Breathing resistance is good. Easy to do a pressure check with because something clicks in it, which I assume would be the voice diaphragm actually. So let's try it banana oil, but as said, I don't really like how the mask droops down like this, but there's not much I can do in the way of that. What I'll probably do at some point is put a cable tie or something on here so I can just lock that into one position and it shouldn't move and therefore shouldn't come undone. But no, I would not recommend this so far as a survival kind of respirator, just simply because of all the things that will go wrong with it. Anyway, let's try the banana oil. And as you can see while I'm talking, the weight of this will just literally droop it off my face. Ooh. It's a very weird feeling when the mask does that. That's obviously how it should sit. I don't know why it's having a problem. Again, it might be that it's designed more for Chinese facial features. And it doesn't like my chin or something, I don't know. That wasn't me. Anyway. I can smell a faint bit of banana oil there on the chin. So I'm guessing that the chin seal on this mask is not very good, as we've established. I really do want to try and stretch this out on something now and then come back to this mask. I'm getting a bit of banana oil smell around there as well, so I do need to shave my head again because I've got too much hair for using with respirators. Obviously, just to show you, can't smell anything through the filter. Right, so what I can establish with this mask is that obviously it's not at the moment very good in terms of, I can smell the banana oil much stronger now. I'm trying to adjust this again, but let me just see, can I get any of these straps a bit tighter? Because I don't know if that will help. Is that better? No, it's still drooping. If I have them fully loosened, it actually, that's weird. This is a mask where the looser it is, the less it droops with weight on it. Okay, so is it because the straps over tighten a bit of the thing they shouldn't? Right, let's just have that fully loose. Get that on. Okay, that's weird. So having the top 3 straps tight and the bottom 2 loose actually makes the mask seal better, because these for some reason pull the chin bit in, which is too soft, towards me. Okay, that's very odd. That makes no sense to me. I don't suppose if this harness was actually higher up on my head, if that would not be an issue. Let's try that. I know it's not how the mask is meant to be worn, but if I tighten these straps now, and I've pushed the harness up a bit on my head, will that then, therefore, make a good seal? No, it's still flopping. So what we've learnt from this is that whoever designed this mask doesn't know how straps are meant to work. Straps, when you tighten them, are meant to make the mask more secure to your face and not loosen them. Okay, so again, this is still not a great seal. So what I've established at the moment is this mask would be in no way suitable for me to use in its current form. Which is a shame, because I was hoping by buying a new respirator I'd get something fairly usable, but as you can hopefully see from there, it's a really weird system for that, and I don't know if some of that is because it's become squashed in the post, and the mask just isn't in its proper shape. I mean, it's got like what should be a peripheral seal there, but maybe you can see that when these straps are tightened, what they basically do is just pull that weirdly like that, when that's not what you want. It's a very interesting looking mask, and it looks like it should be great. As said again, I think if this was set up with a hose as well, I think that this would work better. Simply because I think with a hose assembly, you would have obviously less weight on the bottom. Because if I just demonstrate this without a filter in, or a filter on it even, and I'll just do it with straps. Again, I'll only just loosely do it the bottom ones because this starts deforming as soon as you do those straps up. This is much better. The issue is once there's weight attached to the filter, it starts pulling the mask down and doing that, which breaks the seal. So, yeah, very odd. It's one of those masks I kind of want to like because it seems like it does a lot of things right, but at the same time it fundamentally doesn't work properly in some senses. So yeah, this is an unnamed Chinese new model improved respirator, which is improved in the sense it doesn't work. This buckle hasn't given me any more trouble, but I don't trust the design of that either. So yeah, to sum up this mask, this is very odd. It's one of those masks, like I said, I want to like, and I'll definitely have to try stretching it out on something in case there's an issue there. But yeah, this is odd. It's one of those masks without a filter and it seems really good until you start putting filters on. So, just for the sake of this video, let me put a hose and a filter in a bag and then we'll see how it works set up like that. Right, I can't be bothered to get a bag, so what I'm just doing is just holding this sort of on my arm, cradling it. Okay, this is weird. Sometimes when you breathe in, I don't know. Oh, that's weird. It just wanted to concave then a moment, I don't know why, but if I do that on my shoulder, that should be fine. So, yeah, that's weird. It seems if you breathe in too fast as well, yeah, the mask concaves that way, so don't breathe too quickly when using this respirator either. Let's just try a banana oil again now that the weight of the filter is supported over my shoulder. And again, it's trying to pull itself tight, which I really hate. Okay. Again, still smell seeping in there. I did shave yesterday, so it's not going to be that. Not much of a smell, but you can smell it, so that's still not good. So yeah, I really don't know. I mean, if I pulled it up like this, I guess it'd make a good seal then, but that's defeating the point, isn't it, of having a mask if you have to do all this sort of effort to get it to work. So I really don't know what they're getting at with this. So at the moment, I'd say this mask's a failure, sadly. But what I'll have to do then is try and stretch this out on something and take it from there. Because I'd really like to get a modern kind of Chinese mask that's cheap that might work, but it seems a lot of them have weird problems. Like the TF1 has the valves which are nowhere near as good as Soviet valves and tend to stick because they made them out of sticky rubber, which means the mask can't exhale properly. This has got this weird chin system where, you know, the chin bit is too heavy for the mask in a sense, and it's made from too soft a rubber. So yeah, it's all very odd. So thanks for watching this video anyway. If you're looking for an interesting mask, I wouldn't recommend buying this one. Well, at least not a working mask. And we'll see, we'll take it from there and see what happens with this one.